I went to Hollywood, Florida last week, which is between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Well, it was supposed to be a mini vacation, but I know me, and it ended up to be a thrifting mini vacation. I went to a couple of local thrift stores and a couple of Goodwills. So follow me on my journey, and I'll show you everything that happened there. Okay, well, let's get going. Bring your bathing suit. I wasn't in this store for no more than 10 minutes when I saw my first item. It was this slot machine front plate. It was made of glass. They were asking $6 for it, and I think they should resell for at least $30 online. So it went home with me. I walked over to this table because I saw this ice cream topper server. And it even spun around. They were asking $5 for it, and when I looked up these, they're reselling for $25 online. The next thing I came across was this car heater or window defroster. They were asking $3 for it, if I can ever pick up the price tag. Yeah, $3 for it. And on eBay, they're reselling for $25. So I wanted this. This store was well stocked, and I was pretty happy with their selection. So I definitely wanted to stay here longer and see what other treasures I could find. From across the room, I spotted this jewelry box. Look how nice it is. It's the best looking one I've seen in a long time. They wanted only $30 for it, and when I looked up these online, similar ones were selling for $100. At the second store today, I find these two animated and musical Christmas plush. I also find this James Sadler teapot, and I really like that. So follow me to the next store, and I'll show you all this stuff. As soon as I walked into this store, I walked right over to this cute little animated smiley face plush, and he was wearing antlers. They were asking only $3.99 for him. He sings, he lights up, and online he's selling for $25. Just a few hours later, I spotted this handmade jitney. It was made of tin. They were asking $3.99 for it. I've sold these before, and they always go for between $25 and $30. As soon as I started down this aisle, I saw this singing, animated, and light-up skeleton. He does the dab dance. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. They were asking $5.99 for him. He was brand new with tags, and online resells for $30. Well, after finding a few nice things, I found this aisle, and there was nothing nice on this aisle. So you know what? I was pretty disappointed. Well, my disappointment didn't last very long because I saw this pink flamingo playing Christmas songs on a saxophone. And that's not something you see every day. They were asking $6.19 for it, and online they were reselling for $35. The next thing I saw I really liked. It was this teapot by James Sadler. It depicted the Battle of Waterloo. They were asking $4.99 for it, and when I looked these up, they were going for $45 to $55. Wow, I wanted this. At the next store today, the treasure hunt continues. Ooh, maybe I should put some dramatic music right here. That's better. And you know what? I find a whole bunch of stuff that you guys have to see. So I don't want anybody stopping for lunch because then you might miss some of this video. And you don't want that to happen. That's for sure. Okay, well, let's get going and I'll show you all this cool stuff. It wasn't long after I got to this store that I found my first item. It was this House of Lloyd's light up and musical Christmas scene. They were asking $5.99 for it, and on eBay they're reselling for around $30. I took a little walk over to this end cap where I saw this bag that was filled with 8 rolls of Halloween decorated ribbon. They had it marked at $4.99, and I think easily online I should get 20 to 25 for them. Over in their sports section, I saw this Florida Gators football Seminole Indians alarm clock. They were asking $3.99 for it, which was really cheap. Not only does it play their fight song when the alarm goes off, it's also animated. I found myself on their basket aisle, but I don't know anything about baskets. Well, I know that you put stuff in them. Yeah, that's a start. But that's about it, so I just headed to another aisle. In the back of the store, I saw this golf aid. It was called the Perfect Link. It's supposed to help you putt better. They wanted $3.99 for it, and on eBay, they're reselling for $25. Well, the last thing I found at this store was this Chamberlain motion alert. They wanted $5.99 for it, and new, these sell for around $70. This one happened to be used, but the used ones are going for $40. So I wanted this. That motion detector sold in 2 nights for $37.95 plus $11.95 shipping. Now remember, I only paid $5.99 for it, and it was also used. So I think it ended up to be a pretty good purchase. Okay, everybody. Well, that's it. So I'll see you again in 7 days. Stay safe out there.